I just know that when I'm looking at Grant Cardone, the super Scientologist, and my experiential track is having been born and raised in Scientology and working for them at the most dedicated levels, to me, all I see and hear in Grant Cardone's rhetoric is Scientology. And it's just, it makes me cringe. You know
what's crazy? What's crazy, Aaron? I watched one of your interviews with God, what was that? I can't remember the name of that now. Something Hot podcast you were on with that guy talking
Cleared Hot with Andy Stumpf.
Yes, Clear and Hot. And you were talking about how some people, Grant doesn't talk a lot about Scientology. He doesn't really talk about his involvement with that. I was in it for 3.5 years and I didn't even know he was a Scientologist. How crazy is that? I didn't even know anything about Scientology up until a month ago when I found out that he was a Scientologist. And I was like, what is that? I've heard of it, never looked into it, finally looked into it and started connecting the dots. So what you said there, what you guys were talking about is spot on. He's not very outspoken about it. But after looking into Scientology, he's definitely operating the exact same way. And the whole business model is operated the same way too.
It's so interesting because it's this weird dichotomy where he will talk about Scientology on some of the biggest platforms where he does interviews. And it does it sort of telegraphs to Scientologists that Grant Cardone is always talking about Scientology and his businesses. And yet to those who actually go through it, he doesn't. I don't actually know how to explain it, but you know what it is? It's probably because when he goes on these big giant platforms, these big podcasts, he's not the one who brings it up. Other people bring it up, and he just does his best to give as good of an answer and or deflect as much as possible.
One, he seems to deflect very well.
Yeah. Okay.